What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another NBA High Five video with your boy. Drop a like down below, comment anything in the comment section, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And thank you guys for joining me as always. As you guys know, kind of go on a first look of this slate. Remember, this is just a first look. I still have people who will come back at the end of the day and be like, "Oh, this guy wasn't even playing. Why would you?" You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, and just talking shit at the end of the day. And I just feel like I need to remind y'all one last time, just in case new people following the channel missed it or something. This is an early look. This is a first look on the slate. All right. Obviously, I haven't had a bunch of time to study this slate yet. It's early morning, so with that being said, I'm going to talk about my guys I like with the information I have available to me at this moment in time. Okay? But as the day goes on, injury news and stuff like that can drastically change things on an NBA slate. NBA, it is incredibly important that you make updates with new injury news and all types of stuff like that. It's very, very important that you catch those injury information and make adjustments to it. Because if you don't, if you just set your lineup at like 5 o'clock Central and you got an hour before lock and then you just leave it and move on, you're probably gonna win like maybe once a month, maybe, if that. You know what I mean? So like you really got to stay on top of it with NBA. It's incredibly important. So, and by no means am I saying these five guys I'm about to put in here are guys that you need to lock in, throw some random three guys in there, and then just pray and hope for the best and not continue to look. If you're gonna have success in DFS, the key is to spend the time on it. That's why people like me exist, is because if you don't have the time but still want to have the fun of playing DFS, then that's why people like me are here, to make that a little easier for you. I have my optimizer on here for you guys to be able to, max enter, compete with sharks without having to really do all the information of me and the sharks do every single day. So use that to your advantage if you're max entering the Greenlight Optimizer. Use the Greenlight Optimizer to your advantage as knowing my personal projections and what I'm going to be playing. You can compare it to other pros in the industry or whatever if you have ability to see their projections as well, and then just kind of get an idea of where the pros are, going today. So that's really a good way to go. And then, like I said, I adjust the optimizer like 5 to 10 minutes after new news comes out. You know what I mean? So I try to get that out to you guys as quickly as possible. So the optimizer will be updated as the day goes on with new information and stuff like that. All right. So let's get straight into this. Greenlightdfs.com, man. Hey, we damn near got that NFL Showdown takedown last night. I told you guys to have faith in you, boy. Hey, and y'all did. Hey, congratulations to everybody who played the showdown with us yesterday for NFL. Almost got that damn takedown, man. Almost. Anyways, let's go ahead and get straight into this NBA high five. Not going to keep up too much of your time. We're just going to cover these five guys and then move on with our day. Starting off at point guard, a guy that I really like today is Cole Anthony. The matchup is really, 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 really good against Houston, man. They've been giving up a ton of fantasy points. Houston has been that environment where you want to play guys against them because they're just bad. All right. At the same time, Cole Anthony's just a super stud. This kid's been having an amazing year this year, and he just gets the privilege of going against a Houston squad that gave up almost 50 to Shy, gave up almost 60 to LaMelo Ball. Fantastic spot for Cole Anthony. I love this game. This is a very good fantasy game environment. Pay attention to that Houston side because I see that Christian Wood is probable, which is crazy because he was in a walking boot at the end of the game a couple days ago. So that's crazy that he's probable to play. Keep an eye on that. Not sure how that turns out, so we'll have to watch and see if he has any setbacks or anything like that. If Wood misses or Porter misses, Jayson Tate obviously is the offense at that point, so he will be a fantastic play as well. But yeah, the Houston side, definitely pay attention to that. We got some injury stuff to keep attention to. Kevin Porter is a big deal. Christian Wood's a big deal. Make sure those guys are good, and if they're not, take advantage of the guys who will get bumps with them being out. But Cole Anthony at 8-2 just feels really good to me. This is a guy that I'm hoping we can get at low ownership that might just very well drop a 50 piece here. All right, so I really like Cole Anthony here. At shooting guard, Jimmy Butler's out, so I'm going to continue to go Tyler Herro because he's got some of the highest upside of any player on the slate when Jimmy Butler's off. I know this last game he played 36 minutes, only got 30, but the thing is Tyler Herro is just a fantastic play. With Jimmy Butler off the floor, his usage is incredibly high. He's got the upside of those 50 type games. He's a fantastic shooter. This dude gets hot and he's going to have huge upside. He feels pretty damn safe to me but I really like him. His price has gone up a little bit, so if we get like amazing value at the guard position later on and it's way cheaper, then maybe you can consider it. But I have him projected at almost 40 for Tyler Harrow, so at 7.5, he's definitely a good option today. At center, one guy that I'm probably not going to do too much thinking about is Dwayne Deadman. I'm probably just going to lock him in and move on. His price is going up, but he's still under 5K in a spot where he's going to play over 30 minutes. Um, Solid spot here. I mean, Dwayne Deadman, no Bam. As long as Bam is out, it's going to be great for Dwayne Deadman. All right, Dwayne Deadman's going to be in play. Eventually, his price might raise to the point where it's, matching what he should be. But right now, under 5K, I have him projected at 30. That's over 6X. All right, so I love Dwayne Deadman here. He's a fantastic option. One of my favorite values on the slate. Another value today, we got news last night. I'm not sure how many people caught it, but I'm going to make sure y'all know. Dwight Howard is starting for the Lakers. Coaching decision, they have decided to starting Dwight Howard at center. That is great news because this matchup against the Clippers is a great one. On top of that, the fantasy points per minute for Dwight Howard is high. So if Dwight plays 30 minutes or so, I mean, I could see him 10xing. I would not be surprised to see Dwight Howard 10x. All right, at 3.6. Would not be surprised to see him hit that 36. 30 to 36 is definitely reachable. I'm playing it safer with the projections because I'm still waiting to see if anything changes with this situation. But as of right now, and I'm trying to, predict what the minutes are going to look like here. With Dwight Howard starting, I'd expect him to kind of get the minutes that like DeAndre Jordan's been getting in the starting lineup. And with that being said, Jordan plays about 20 to 25 minutes. So if Dwight Howard plays 20 to 25 minutes, he averages over fantasy point a minute. You can safely say he's probably around 22 Draftkings points. But at 3.6, that's amazing value on the slate, and I wanted to make sure I talk about him as well. He's not getting any like injury bumps. He's not in here because AD's out or nothing like that. This is just a spot start situation. Dwight Howard is a solid fantasy point per minute contributor and a great matchup against the Clippers. All right. So I have him almost at 22. So of course at 3.6, he's great value. And because I have value I believe in, I'm going to go with my top projected guy as my stud, and that's Luka Doncic today. New Orleans has been giving it up to guards. They've been one of the worst in the league versus guards. Luka's been finally coming together. They blew out New Orleans in this last game. I would expect New Orleans to keep this one a little bit closer, but we will see. But if this game stays close, right? In this last game where Luka played New Orleans, all right, he dropped 54 in 27 minutes. All right, they blew New Orleans out 139 to 107. Okay, now this time I'm hoping the game can stay closer. I'll take more, looks at this and maybe come off of it if I think it's going to be another blowout. But either way, I feel like Luka's safe for over 50 to 55 DraftKings points at least. I have him at 52.3. And with the value on the slate, it just comes down to who is my raw projected highest scoring player on this slate. And for me, it is Luka Doncic today. All right, especially if Porzingis misses. I'm going to love him because if Porzingis misses, I think the game's. I definitely consider the game staying closer. And if that game would have stayed close in this last game and Luka played over 30 minutes, he would have dropped like 70 DraftKings points on the route that he was going. So keep that in mind. He is a slate breaker. Okay, he is a possible slate breaker, especially if Porzingis is out. All right. So Cole Anthony, great matchup against Houston. Tyler Harrow, no Jimmy Butler, no Bam Adebayo. Dwayne Deadman, no Bam Adebayo, no Jimmy Butler. Luka Doncic, just favorite overall spend up, and I have value that I'm feeling pretty good about on this slate. Dwight Howard, as one of those values. It was announced last night that he was going to be getting the start for the Lakers. It is a coaching decision to start Dwight Howard now. And against the Clippers, it's a fantastic matchup for bigs. Dwight Howard averages over a fantasy point per minute. Let's predict as if he's going to get the same amount of minutes DeAndre Jordan was getting starting, and that means he's going to get about 21 to 25 minutes. And if Dwight Howard gets 21 to 25 minutes, you got to expect him to get over 20 DraftKings points, and at 3.6, he's a fantastic option. All right. Thank you guys for joining me as always. Greenlightdfs.com. Join the squad. Let's smash this shit tonight. Final look NFL video will be posted shortly. Thank you guys for joining me. I'm out.